Well, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for coming to Devoxx UK. We are the last thing on Devoxx UK, the Java Council. I'm Simon Maple. I work for a company called SNCC.
I'm Martijn Verburg, and the reason why I'm holding this little chap is he was born 3 years ago, just before the closing keynote. Can you say hello?
I'm Trisha Gee. I work for JetBrains. I have two of them with me. You should have brought your two. Where are they?
My child is in a wonderful schooling organisation that we have here in the UK. My other is just causing trouble.
So I think it's your turn to have another one, because he's got two, I've got two. It's your turn next.
The competition is fierce.
Okay. Let's see if this works out, huh? Because we started this about an hour ago. So
we did, and we decided the 3 children are actually going to run this keynote.
Yeah, we were just going to leave them here and just have them entertain you.
I might just drop you off. To Mummy.
Now, while that's happening, the first thing we're going to talk about actually is we have some new Java champions in the UK. And,
it's not these ones. This one and this one.
Yeah, these two, and Hunter's still going through, right? He's being voted on now.
He's gone to Kotlin.
Yeah. So we have 2 Java champions. So I don't think is Daniel here. I don't think he is here, but we have Manny. So Manny, stand up and let's all congratulate Manny. So yeah, any questions, please send them to Manny from here on in. Right, we're going to start off with a little bit of a report, as we sometimes do. This is for a report by some company. I'm not too sure I've heard of them before, actually. Someone in my past.
It's the company who sold out, Simon, and made you a millionaire, right?
Yeah. That's the way we'd like it to play out, huh? Everyone's heard of Rebel Labs, productivity reports, I'm sure. We've done it time and time again. We're going to do the latest numbers from the productivity report. Who actually filled out this report? Well, most respondents are software developers. 54% software developers, 2% management. I'm not going to make the joke of where it's placed. I've done that one plenty of times. 18, maybe not enough. 18% architects, 17% team leads. Who else are they? Well, 36% enterprise company, 30% mid-sized company, and so forth. 1% out of work. Let's talk about IDEs, Trish. Do you want to cover this one?
Oh, sure, yeah. IntelliJ is amazing. You should all be using it.
And
most of you are.
Unbiased opinion, right?
Yes, that's why I feel. Look, it says here, it's brilliant. Everyone likes to use it. It's doing better year on year. And so if you're not using IntelliJ, you should download it today and give it a go.
Everyone always says, NetBeans, it's always underrepresented in this. There are way more people using NetBeans. Should we just do a quick vote?
Yeah, who's using NetBeans?
Be honest.
One.
Right, one person.
That's Kirk, isn't it?
So hugely overrepresented in this.
That person a drink.
Okay. What about language preference? Well, Java 8. We've got some later numbers. Actually, we're doing a survey right now in conjunction with SNCC and the Java magazine. We're going to show you some sneak peek of that. But this was the previous results. Kotlin. Let's look at this. 72% on Java 8, 21% on Java 7, and 1% on Kotlin. Let's remember that for a few slides' time.
Yeah.
Spring versus Java E. Spring users?
Everybody.
Everyone.
Java EE users?
Almost. Oh, more than I thought.
Good.
Servlet users?
Have your own custom enterprise framework users? Yes.
Yeah.
In-house monstrosities, we called them.
It's the same person.
Yeah. Okay, who's doing DevOps? A few people, I suppose. That's a good answer.
I suppose. You mean you get calls at 3 o'clock in the morning? Yeah. That counts as being DevOps.
This slide goes to show really nicely that no one understands how to do DevOps because everyone does it differently. 17%, I love this one, we don't even have ops. Brilliant.
Does that mean they're just not in production?
Possibly, yeah, could be.
Startups.
Now, this is, in this last report, we always said, how happy are you with your tooling? And then we actually realized we had countries as well, so we decided to work out the happiest country and the saddest country. So, hey, Stefan, how's it going there?
Go to Devoxx Belgium, it's a hoot.
Yeah. So maybe there should be a Devoxx South Korea. Maybe that would be a happier place.
A happier place to go.
Well, yes. We also asked about the most exciting technologies, and we left it freeform. So the most exciting technologies at the time, number 1, Kotlin.
Yes.
2, Docker.
Boo.
Can you imagine? 3, people were excited back then at Java 9.
Were they?
Yeah.
How things change.
Yeah. And some others, React, Spring 5. And this is an interesting one about Java adoption. Obviously, this finishes at 2016, so we'll see how some of the later numbers are in the next few slides. But you can see a very common trait that after 6 months to a year of a release coming out, it gets a top adoption. So we'll see if Java 9 follows that just shortly. So talking of Java 9. The music. What happened to the music?
You didn't plug the music in?
Did you plug the speakers in?
There is music. Okay. So
Sing it.
To this wonderful death march that should be playing. Please give a warm round of applause for Mark Reinhold.
Would you like some really bad wine? Would you like
Do we have a
some really
handheld
bad
for
wine?
Mark? Oh, that. Thank you. Test.
We're going to ask nice questions this time, aren't we?
Okay, yeah. So Trisha's kind of... There we go. So Martijn, do you have any nice questions for Mark, or should we go through some...
I've got a nice question. Where did you go on holiday after you finished Jigsaw?
Which holiday?
You had to get straight onto Java
Let's
10.
see. Hawaii for Christmas. Did a cruise down the Rhine in April. That was really nice.
Excellent.
So yeah, vacations are good. You should take them.
I'm starting with the hard questions, you see.
Yeah. So let's. I told you only an hour, 2 hours ago that I'd share some of the numbers from the latest report with you. What I didn't tell you is I'll be doing it live on the closing keynote stage, so we can get your live, raw, emotional responses. So the first question is, which Java vendor's JDK do you use in production for your main app? So what do we think? Oracle JDK? What kind of percentages do you think? 60?
60.
Open JDK? That's pretty close, actually. So these are the numbers, Mark. And this is, I think, 600 votes so far. This survey is going for till the end of June, so you can see these numbers can change and will change.
It's about what I would expect.
Mm-hmm.
The OpenJDK one is interesting because OpenJDK really, the OpenJDK community is about source code. Mm-hmm. So where are these OpenJDK builds coming from? Right? Are they the ones in your Linux distro? Are you getting from Adopt? Are you building them yourself? Some people do that. So,
how do you feel these numbers will change after the LTS releases and Oracle support?
Well, again, it comes down to what's your definition of OpenJDK? Will it include the OpenJDK binaries that Oracle now ships, or will people call that Oracle JDK? Well, but no, really Oracle JDK means the builds that are commercially licensed. Mm-hmm. So.
I'm actually surprised it's that high for the OpenJDK. I thought it would be lower.
Hmm. It's in all the Linux distros.
Oh, right.
In fact, Ubuntu 1804 LTS, just a few weeks old, has 10. Java 10 is the default.
How about Java SE versions? I've given you the number already, Mark, so I won't...
Oh, I know what that number is.
So how many people... Okay, so what is the adoption from 600 responses of, let's go with Java 9, what do we think as a percentage?
5%.
5, 3, 2. Okay, and what about Java 10? Higher or lower than 9? Higher than 9.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. And Java 8? 80. Pretty close. Java 9. We have 12 people on Java 9.
12 people.
and don't worry, Mark. I mean just in this survey. 12 people on Java 10, 550 on Java 8. What's good, though, I think, here is that Java 7's down to 6%. That was 20% 2 years ago.
Yeah. What I want to know is what those Java 9 people are doing. Why have they not moved to Java 10? I mean, what's stopping them, really?
Laggards. Well, maybe it's the same 12 people.
Yeah.
Well, when I asked in my talk earlier on, like no one was on 9, but there's a bunch of people on 10. So I think that's what a lot of people are doing, just skipping straight to 10.
That's the whole idea.
Maybe people who have migrated up to 9 are now on holiday, taking a long break.
Maybe they ran away. Maybe their systems don't work anymore.
Actually, one thing I will say that Mark did actually mention in the Ask the Architects was that the migration from 9 to 10 is very, very good now, right?
Yes, I can confirm that.
Right. So if your app is broken on Java 9, it'll almost certainly be broken on Java 10. So probably in the same way.
Compatibility for the win.
Right,
yep,
excellent,
totally.
Excellent.
Poor
Okay.
Mark. Every time we get him up here, we just take them.
Yeah. So here's a good one, Mark. How do you plan to respond to Java's new release cycle? So we have the 4 answers we gave were stay with LTS releases. We don't know yet. Decide based on a release by release basis, depending on features, or always stay on the latest version of Java. So what do you feel is a split?
The vast majority will be on LTS. You're talking, and the question is about production, right? No.
Yeah.
Yes, production.
The vast majority will be on LTS.
Okay. You filled this out just recently, right?
Yesterday.
Tell me you don't know yet.
Which answer did I give?
Yeah.
Oh, always be on the latest.
Okay.
Actually, I'll always be on the one after the latest.
Right.
You and
Right.
7% of the community are going to follow that. So.
The latest build on my laptop from Dev.
Well, actually, a couple back, there was one response on Java 11 EA in production. Was that you then, Mark?
In production?
Might have been.
Yeah. Okay, about a third probably on each, a little bit more with the LTS, but third don't know yet, third depending on the features. How about build tools? What's your main build tool? Maven? Gradle? Ant?
You feel it deserves a cheer.
It lives.
Following.
There's the cheer of about 3 beers of Ant. SBT?
Oh, you poor things. I'm so sorry.
Simple build tool.
So simple.
Yeah. Okay, so Maven, 67%. That's actually gone down a little bit.
I gave a custom answer for that one.
Go on.
GNU Make.
You're the 0.6, another lick. Yeah. Okay, 2, which don't really need discussing that much. SCM, Git, pretty high, ridiculously high. Subversion, that's going down. I think that was about 20% a couple of years ago. CI servers.
Sorry, your data's incomplete.
Oh, yeah, that is.
I clicked on Mercurial.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do have one other question. Does anyone still here use the file system method of source control? No, yes, one person, yes. Yeah, I still use it as well. I'm all the way up to 1,295 in mine. It's quite good. See how many file descriptors I can get in a Mac.
CI servers, Jenkins still fighting hard competition from none.
Excuse me? Well, if you'd spelt Team City right, it would have been a bit better, I think.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Jenkins is a bit more expensive than none as well, isn't it? So it's a tough one.
How much is the none? The none is still 10%. Wow.
Yeah.
Almost.
Terrible, isn't it? Web frameworks. Okay, yeah, Spring Boot's not really a web framework, but if you ask people, they'll say, yeah, we use Spring Boot. So Spring Boot, Spring MVC, again, fighting off competition, strong competition from none. It's good that it does both CI and web frameworks, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Invest today.
Yeah. Okay, that's all we actually have there. I did have a good graph about IntelliJ as well, but because, Trish, you asked me to change the name, I haven't had time to mix the two IntelliJs. But IntelliJ are winning against Eclipse, and it is stronger than it was. So congratulations, IntelliJ. Before we move on, any final questions for Mark?
I think Amy asked you all the questions that I had earlier on today.
Her questions were great.
Yeah, they were fantastic.
Yeah, she didn't like some of my answers. But
She was not keen on anything we said Oracle.
Actually, there was one Oh, no, we didn't have that one. There were 2 people who voted for J Developer, Oracle's J Developer as well.
Wow.
I wasn't sure if that was you and Brian. or not. No, okay.
No, wouldn't touch it.
Yeah, awesome.
Nope, Emacs all the way.
Well, actually, Emacs was an option there, but the number of people who click Other and then write Emacs, they're just so used to typing more keys than they need to. Genuinely true. Genuinely true.
Yep. My typing speed's always been pretty high.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Mark Reinhold.
Thank you.
All right, now on to a new section which we've never tried before.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? Things that this week made us go, So we'll start off with some positive stuff, I think. Devoxx UK by the numbers. So we had 3 days. Who here went to some of the deep dive sessions on the first day?
Oh,
Yeah, it was good to actually sit down and write some code which wasn't converting XML to Java, right? It must have been quite nice. We had 1,200 attendees, there or thereabouts. Interesting stats on some of the gender diversity. I think we still do better than the industry average. We still have a long way to go, but it's something that I think the program committee and the steering committee do focus on, which is excellent. And 1 hour sleep, Mark Hazel. Every year.
It's actually less than that.
You got a voice this
true.
year.
It's actually less than that as well, because at your age, you have to get up in the middle of the night as well.
So when you see the paramedics out the front, don't panic. It will just be for Mark. Right. So those are some good numbers. This year as well, we tried something new. We decided to have a new speakers clinic in conjunction with other community people like the London Java community, etc. Back in December, I believe it was, and basically people who are brand new to speaking came to the speakers clinic, and we've had 2 of them have their talks accepted here at Devoxx UK. So if they're here in the room, Blanket and Andre here by any chance? Yeah, there's one at the back. So their rooms were packed, by the way, so well done.
And this is like first presentation ever. Well, first proper presentation in a conference style, I think. So yeah, big congratulations. Devoxx is a tough one to do, particularly for speakers who have done the circuit before, let alone new speakers. So well done.
Yeah, it's definitely nervous times up here, that's for sure. And is anyone here doing artificial intelligence or machine learning at the moment? One Holly over there as well. So hot topic at the moment is some deep learning. We've been taking a good look at that, so I think this is correct. It's probably what a neural net would tell us deep learning actually is. Another thing that made us go, this week, associated. Now, is this actually going to run?
She's just demoing it now for
They're
you.
demoing it now. I don't know about you, but a year ago, this thing was shuffling along like this, and now it's running. I am personally quite terrified. Don't know about you. So that's a Node.js developer trying to find a build tool that works. Something else that made us go, this morning was this curious sculpture we saw outside the main Devoxx hall. Not really sure what's going on there, but perhaps some further investigation is required. Did people hear about the Google Duplex announcements at Google I/O? So now we have robots making phone calls on our behalf, and they lie and cheat on the phone. They say things like and and ah, and don't tell you they're an AI bot. This is also quite terrifying. So again, the people working in the AI field, please go take some ethics courses. Thank you very much. That'd be lovely. Just for the rest of us. We had a new exciting piece of code that I ran across today. I want everyone to have a lovely look at that and try and understand what is going on there. Whoever finds the right answer and comes to me afterwards can have a free drink of their choice. Ooh, it's good, isn't it? I can see the brain is ticking over in the audience. Do people need to take photos of the code? Mark Reinhold knows exactly what's going on with this one. Was it your code, Mark? No, of course not.
Is this a new Java 10 feature?
Yeah, Java 10 feature. Right, and
can't
that's it for the things that makes us go, And next up, Trish, do you want to run the next section? Or
Sure, what's the next
Amy?
section?
Community, I think.
Okay.
No? Yeah? Or does Amy want to do the next section?
Amy and Evie are going
Amy
to
and Evie do the
co-present
next
with
section.
me.
Hey, Evie.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. That's our community going. Yes. No. What is this section?
You don't know, do you?
No
These are
idea.
your slides, Martijn.
My slides, okay.
Would you like to talk to these slides you've never seen before in your life? Yes. Look,
Okay,
there's some people.
so with the new release cadence happening with Java and with lots of stuff having been open sourced by Oracle into the Java ecosystem, so thank you very much, Oracle. It is absolutely awesome. Checking for updates. This is a Microsoft product on a Mac. This is so good.
You've got to do what you've got to do.
You've got to do what you've got to do. Constant updates. So there are several projects which various members in the community, various organizations, vendors, etc., have kicked off to try and sort of, I guess, take advantage of some of the kind donations that Oracle have given the community and also fill in some of the gaps that people perhaps are a bit fearful about with the new release cadence, etc. So the first one, there are lots of questions about LTS releases and things today and out in the media, etc. So there is a new community called adoptopenjdk.net. It is run by the London Java user group and several vendors, including Oracle, IBM, Red Hat, so on and so forth. It is a new build farm for OpenJDK. And we are producing professionally tested OpenJDK binaries for a whole bunch of esoteric platforms. So if you really want to run Java on a Lego Mindstorm, or that Windows 32 box you still have hiding under your desk, or maybe you want to run Eclipse OpenJ9 on an AIX box, it's this platform and website, etc., that will do that for you. We're looking for lots of volunteers to come and help out. But most importantly for you as a day-to-day developer, if you're concerned about the LTS releases and you're not sure whether one of the vendor-supplied options is the right one for you, then the Adopt build farm will be producing LTS-supported releases for Java 8 and onwards, probably for 3 to 4 years per LTS release, and that's going to be completely for free, so there's no commercial offering behind that. The next one, for those who missed it, and I don't see how you could have, so Oracle kindly donated Java EE to the Eclipse Foundation. It's now known there as Jakarta EE. Oracle is still very much behind this. It's still putting lots of development time and effort into it. But now it's a true open source project. The steering groups and working groups have just started. So if you would like to sort of take your existing Java EE type code and work and actually bring it to the modern age, this is now the place to go do that. So it's at jakarta.ee for the website. Next one, Eclipse microprofile. You're sensing a common theme here. Eclipse is making a land grab for the whole world, except for the IDE.
I don't like the sound of this.
Except for the IDE space. I'm waiting for Eclipse IntelliJ to happen soon. So microprofile is, again, it's aimed for developers who want to have a microservices framework, but who come from a Java EE type of background. So you've got some familiar technologies, but definitely spun in a new sort of lightweight manner, so you can do that lovely microservice 12-factor app type stuff that your bosses are demanding you to do today. And last, but certainly not least, probably the most important, is the Devoxx for Kids, which I believe ran here a few days ago. Tomorrow, is it? Sorry. Apologize. Tomorrow, running tomorrow. So this is a program that every Devoxx around the world runs, and it's to encourage young people to learn programming just through fun, right? So it's back to bringing joy to the art of coding. Highly recommend you get involved if you want to help teach the next generation why Java is better than JavaScript. It's very important.
Why is Java better than JavaScript?
And I think that's all we have for today. So we'd like to say thank you very, very much. It's been a wonderful 3-day show. Thank you to all the volunteers in their yellow shirts that you will have seen running around. So a big hand of applause to them. And a special thank you to Mark, Hazel, Sam, who organise this year after year on No Sleep and Much Coffee. And we all hope you have a wonderful and safe weekend. People can go and enjoy beer.
That's it, folks. Come back next year.